this before. Testing. Ooh,
Well, you've never done this before. How does it feel?
amazing. I have never done this before, but I've like dreamed of this. You know, I watch all the behind the scenes stuff after every fight, see guys doing these interviews, and it's cool to be up here doing one.
Are you disappointed John Morgan's not back here? You can be honest.
Yeah, I am. Where is he at with the bright blue shirt that he always has on? Yeah.
He's cage side. So how does this win feel aside from being able to talk to us? We're just as good as John Morgan, I promise.
Oh yeah, you guys. Oh yeah, you guys are. I love all the media. I enjoy doing this stuff. A lot of guys don't like it, but I do. What was your question? Though? I'm sorry.
So how do you feel about your performance?
I'm not happy with my performance at all. I felt like garbage out there. It's been a year off. Ring rust. I've been one of those guys that say ring rust isn't a thing, but I definitely felt some ring rust in there. Felt amazing warming up. Felt amazing all week with my team. Yeah, like right before we went out there, I was warming up in the back. Felt great, but the moment I got out there and in the cage, it was just different. It was awkward. My timing and range was off. Speed was different. Uh, yeah, I think it just had to do with it being a year off, and yeah, it just took me a minute to find my range and distance, and I couldn't get going. I didn't feel like I was my normal self until the back end of the third round.
You mentioned that in your last fight, you felt wrongfully convicted. That's how you felt. So how does this feel?
It feels right. It feels really good. The moment I heard the scorecards and it was a split, I knew I had a feeling I had it. I was confident that he won the first round. Second round was iffy, and I was confident that I had won the third round. Uh, he controlled me against the cage a lot, but I feel like he probably thought that he was winning by controlling me against the cage. But I mean, I guess in the judge's eyes and in my eyes, it was kind of like he was stalling. I feel like I was doing more damage. I went for a deep guillotine twice. I was trying to win the fight in moments, like in the opportunities I had, I took and tried to finish the fight versus he was doing more stalling. And yeah, I think that's what won me the fight.
So you mentioned ring rust. Does that mean you want to get back in there real quick? What's your timeline looking like?
Oh yeah, I'd like to get back in there September, October time-ish. Banged up my hand. I got a nice little lump on my hand. That's got to heal up. Hopefully it only takes a couple weeks. But after that, yeah, I'm trying to get right back to training and get back in there September or October. And then after that, I'd like to, yeah, keep fighting every 3 to 4 months. I don't want to no more 8 months or year-long layoffs.
Now, do you want to get back in there with the fans, or do you like this experience?
It really doesn't make me any difference. If I could, I would prefer to get back into the fans. I really do want to fight with the fans again. That's where I made my debut in Boston with a packed crowd, and I enjoy fighting in front of a crowd more. But I'm not one of them guys that dislikes fighting without fans. I enjoy both of them.
And do you have a name in mind?
Yeah, I do. It's totally recency bias. Joshua Kulenbaugh, just because I saw him fight 2 weeks ago. He picked up a win 2 weeks ago, and when I saw him pick up that win, I was like, after this fight, that'll be a good fight. He also listened to his post-fight interview. He said he wants to get back September, October as well. Our time frames both lined up. He seems like a guy who enjoys the strike. I enjoy the striking as well, and I think that'd be a really fun matchup for the fans. I'm not going to be like his last opponent, who's a one-dimensional wrestler trying to take him down the whole time. I think we could produce a really exciting fight for the fans. So, Josh, if you're seeing this, let me know. I'll probably be hitting you up on Instagram soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You mentioned Boston, but I wasn't quite sure. I was looking at your record. The Apex is like home base for you. You've got quite a few wins here. So coming in here, you got to feel at ease. Did that help you going in there? You think having experience with this building and what it's had to do with?
Yeah, I love the Apex. I feel like this is my home. Even though last time out didn't go my way, I took my first loss here, but this is where it all started for me. This is where I made it happen in Contender Series.
Yeah, the Contender Series. I was here for that. That was a good fight.
Thank you, I appreciate that. This is a special place to me. I wouldn't mind fighting the rest of my career here. I love it at the Apex.
Now, looking at your opponent, he was coming in and had a couple losses. I think, did you feel that he was coming in with a little pressure to maintain or to get a win? Because a lot of times when fighters coming in, they start getting those losses and it starts getting that 3's the number everybody always thinks about. Could you feel that in him out there?
Oh, yeah. I think we both had a lot of pressure on ourselves coming in here. Yeah, he was coming off of a 2-fight skid, so I know he was feeling a lot of pressure because I was coming off of 1 loss and I was feeling a lot of pressure myself. So, yeah, I really thought this was going to be a more exciting fight than what it was. I expected him to, definitely pursue the takedown, but I didn't feel like, I don't know what he went for like 15 to 20 takedowns, I think.
It was pretty continuous.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I definitely, he's a guy who typically in his fights, likes to strike. You know, he has a kickboxing background, so I thought we were going to be able to strike it out a little more. Yeah, my timing and range felt so off. So it might have been a good thing. You know, we didn't strike as much early on because he probably would have got the better of me in that first round if we would have struck more, because I just feel like I couldn't land a shot. I didn't get going until the later rounds. But yeah, I know we definitely both have a lot of pressure on ourselves coming in here. And yeah, like you said, 3 is that magic number. So
Seems to be.
yeah, and I just want to put this out. I really hope that, you know, that he doesn't get cut after this fight. You know, I feel like, yeah, I'd like to see him get another shot down at bantamweight though. I feel like he would make he'd be a real problem for those guys down at bantamweight. You know, I'm a big featherweight. He's a guy who's made 35 before. I'm a guy who couldn't make 35 even if I wanted to. So yeah, he's an exciting fight. I really like to see him back at bantamweight.
And like you said, and maybe it was attributed to the ring rust you said, because the first round, I think both of you kind of seemed a little bit slow as well. What did your corner tell you going into the second? Or is it just a matter of you started feeling the fight a little bit more, the speed kind of warmed up to you a little bit? Or did they say something to kind of get you kickstart in the second? Because in the second, you looked a little bit different than what you were in the first round for sure.
Yeah, they told me that I get more busy. They said, you know, when I was, you know, actually throwing and being busy, that I was landing and doing better. But yeah, I just slowly but for surely started feeling the fight more, started getting into the fight more. And yeah, my corner just said, you know, let your hands go, you know, more volume, get more busy. When you're working, you're winning. So yeah, I was like, okay, I got to work more.
And then looking at the rest of the year, I know you want to get back in there. You already called out your name. What sort of goals are you setting for yourself for the rest of 2021?
Just to be more active, just to pick up some more solid wins and show the right representation of myself in there. You know, like last fight didn't go my way, and I felt like I didn't show my true self. This fight, even though I felt great leading up to it, going out there, the year off, I feel like I didn't show my best self out there and what I can really do. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to being more busy, more active, so I can be, more comfortable in there and fight to my full potential.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.